The man collapsed in the middle of the train tracks, but the young people around him pulled out their phones to film instead. Then an old man jumped down onto the tracks and saved him, but when bystanders reached out to pull the old man up, the old man refused to come up. Just as the train was about to arrive at the station, the old man saw a child watching him. His heart softened and he jumped onto the platform. Everyone present scolded the old man, but the old man remained unmoved. It turns out a few days earlier, the old man had been fired from the factory, and with his wife's death, this dealt him a devastating blow. After returning home, he put on a suit and tied his tie, then carefully groomed himself in the mirror. Finally, he took one last look at his wife's photograph. Then he stood on a stool and hung the rope around his neck from the ceiling. Just as he was about to kick away the stool, a woman suddenly appeared outside the window. Not wanting to be discovered, he untied the rope. When he went out to check, he found it was a new neighbor moving in. Because the man's driving skills were terrible, he actually crashed into the mailbox. The old man angrily made the man get out of the car. With one smooth reverse parking maneuver, he parked the car perfectly. After returning inside, the old man lowered the blinds and stood on the stool again. But just then, the doorbell rang. The old man angrily opened the door. It was the neighbor's daughter bringing food. Back in his room, just when the old man thought nothing would go wrong this time, the rope suddenly broke. The old man furiously went to confront the salesman, but when the salesman asked what the rope was for, the old man hesitated. After returning home, the old man went to the garage. He connected a hose to the exhaust pipe, then put the other end inside the car and sealed the windows. As the car started, the man's consciousness began to fade. In his haze, he saw his wife's face, but suddenly there was urgent knocking at the door. One failure after another made the old man angry. He forcefully opened the garage door. It turned out the woman's husband had been in an accident. The woman begged the old man to drive her to the hospital. The old man reluctantly agreed. Afterward, he grew closer to the neighbor's family, and his wife's students often came to visit him. With the birth of the neighbor's new baby, the old man gradually changed his mindset. He began to love life more. However, after a long time had passed, that day the neighbors noticed the old man hadn't shoveled the snow from his doorway. They suddenly realized something was wrong. When they rushed to the old man's house, they found the old man had stopped breathing. His face was peaceful and serene, without a trace of pain. At the old man's funeral, people mourned. When the old man reunited with his wife again, he once more tightly grasped his wife's hand.